All right. Hey, everybody. Let's see. We have, I'm just trying to see 4 attendees so far. Hi, guys. We are just getting started. We're going to wait a few minutes to just make sure everybody gets on, and then we'll get going. So if you, in the meantime, if you want, you can let us know where you're from and your name and the coach that invited you so we can give them a shout out. Share anything else you want in the chat box, and we'll get started soon. Liz! Hey, Liz! Can everybody hear us, or myself, at this point? Liz, too sweet. Thanks. Can you all hear us, hopefully? Liz, can you hear us? Hey, Carrie! I'm guessing this is the Carrie I may know. Carrie, where are you from? And Danielle. Yeah, if you guys want to let us know where you're from and you know who your name and then the coach who invited you. Jen Smith was invited by Elaine.
Hi, Jen.
I love my girl Elaine. Carrie from Buffalo. Love Carrie. Let's see here. Not so. Danielle. Lindsay's on. Hey, Lindsay. Awesome. We'll give a couple more seconds. And for those that are just popping on, I'm seeing some pop on right now. If you want to tell us your name, where you're from, the coach that invited you, feel free. Oh, awesome. Danielle from Buffalo. Awesome, awesome. Welcome. All right, ladies, do you want to get started?
Sure, yeah, that sounds good.
All right, I'm ready.
For everybody who's on, the number one thing that I'm like literally always scared of is technology and it not working. So I think we are actually game on. That's like number one struggle for me. So I'm like, woohoo, that's awesome. My name is Kelly Joseph. I'm going to be somewhat of the host of the webinar tonight. And then I have my amazing coaches, Elaine and Bethany. They're going to be the ones that share their story. So I just want to thank you for joining us tonight. I know we all live really busy lives and it's super hard to find time. Totally get it. So we are going to try our best to make this quick, efficient, get your questions answered, and inspire you along the way. And we may have some coaches on. We may have some people looking into this. You know, we have a couple teams here. So I want to give a shout out to Team Pure Synergy. That's our big team. And then our team is the Healthy Revenge Movement. So you might be on one of those teams. Coming in, you might have a coach from one of those teams. And, oh, I'm just looking at here. Okay. But yeah, so some tips for you guys. If you've never been on a webinar, just make sure that your phone, you know, that you have full attention, maybe a pen, paper, take some notes. I am going to talk fast, and I've already given Bethany and Elaine the sign to let me know if I'm going too fast, but like I said, I really don't want, I want to get this in a efficient amount of time, because I was a teacher. I've always had the same problem of going over time even as a teacher. So I get it. It's something I'm working on. But again, thank you. For those that are still joining, you can let us know where you're from, who invited you to the webinar, and I hope we can get all your questions answered for you. We are going to actually start with Bethany. And she's going to share a little bit about herself. Bethany actually started, I would say, a month maybe after I did a year ago. And she literally has been just progressing at such an amazing pace. And I'm so blessed to have her on the team. She's a teacher, and I'll let her share her story with you, but she's awesome. And you'll learn that in a second. I'm going to share my screen. All right. Can you all see that? Can you see that? Bethany?
Yes, thank you.
See that? I think so. Okay, it's all you.
Okay, and my 4-year-old is up, so if you hear some noises, it's him. I'm Bethany. I started coaching actually it's been a year ago this month, and I started with 21 Day Fix. I actually kind of found Kelly randomly on Facebook when one of our mutual friends joined one of her challenge groups. I thought it would be interesting to do so, and it was I was really looking to kind of get my energy back, get my body back. I have 2 boys. They're just barely 13 months apart, so they're 3 and 4 now. And I was just like, I wasn't having the energy I wanted and that I knew I needed to keep up with 2 busy toddlers a year ago. So when I saw that, I was really excited. I remember messaging Kelly at like 6:30 in the morning on a Saturday, like asking her about the program and thinking like, oh, Evan, my husband, is going to kill me if I spend money coming up in the summertime, because as a teacher we don't get paid over the summer. And I kind of snuck their credit card past him and ordered, and the rest is history. Kelly approached me about being a coach, and I wasn't really sure because, again, it was June. I was going to be without a paycheck for 2 months, and I knew we really got to buckle down, and it was going to be the first summer I wasn't working, and I really wanted to be home with my kids. So you know what? I figured I was going to be sticking with the shake anyway, and I loved the results I was getting. I went down 2 pant sizes, and I said, you know what, I think I can do this. And again, Evan and I had the conversation, and it was a lot of back and forth because, again, it was like, okay, we're going to invest, and it really isn't a huge amount of money, but it was something that we were going to have to really figure out. So after a lot of video watching, convincing, and talking to Kelly, I signed up, and I think I told my husband a week later that I signed up, but here I am. And what coaching has done for me has been amazing. I have always been, my husband and I have been together, we've known each other for 11 years, we've been married, it'll be 6 years coming up in June. Throughout our marriage, I have always had part-time jobs because I was finishing up my grad school work, I was in college, and I had my first teaching job was a part-time teaching job. I was .33, making less than $12,000 a year, with $60,000 in student loan debt. And I was never able to be that person to have the funds to be like, let me cover that bill. Let me cover my own student loan payment bill. And Evan knew this coming into our marriage, so it wasn't like a big surprise to him. But, we managed, but I never felt like I was pulling my own weight. And he was okay with that. But for me, that's just not how I wanted our marriage to go. And I really struggled with not having enough income. So in addition to part-time teaching, I was tutoring at a college. I was working as an adjunct as a college. I was picking up side tutoring jobs. I was considering going back to Tim Hortons for extra money just to start. And, so when it was funny because when Kelly asked me about coaching, we were just talking about, at this time we had 2 kids, and Evan and I were just talking about, what are we going to do for summertime? I didn't want to go to a minimum wage job and work 30 hours a week to make up my student loan payments for the summer. Evan already works long hours. It's not fair to him to take on another role. And so I really put my heart and soul to this. And the best part about this business is that you're not only helping yourself stay on track, because I've helped myself stay accountable, but you're helping other people get healthy. And that to me is just like the messages that come through, the people that are just so thankful that you're helping them learn how to eat right. It becomes so addicting, because we have something that is changing people's lives. And to finally have that paycheck come in every week, that now I can help pay and actually, pay for us to go to Great Wolf Lodge for a weekend. We're able to pay for, we're putting in an above ground pool this weekend. That money for that pool and the installation and all that stuff that comes with it is from what I've earned through Beachbody, through being at home with my 2 kids, which is all I want to do, not picking up extra part-time work outside of the home, not having to leave and thinking like, oh, I just worked all day and now I got to go to another job, and actually making a difference in people's lives. I'm covering my loans each month, and we are finally not, Evan just told me yesterday, he's like, we're not tapping into savings. We haven't had to tap into our savings account to pay for the credit card bills and the student loans that I have and our car payment. And it's just such like an empowering feeling to finally like have something that I can, contribute financially, because I was never the money maker, and that was okay. But now it just takes so much stress off of the family. And again, it's just such an empowering business, and we're helping so many people. So through that, I've become like Fancy Sock Fitness. I love my fancy socks, and I've just loved this thing. And I've met so many amazing women, and you just feel like you're a part of something bigger. And the connections that I've made have just been so rewarding. And I just can't say how much this has changed my life. If I'm the type of person, if I don't like something, I'm done with it in a week. And for me to stick with this for a year is pretty profound, and it should say a lot. So I'm just so blessed and so excited to be a part of this. That's my story.
Awesome. Thanks for sharing, Bethany. I always love hearing your story, and it's awesome that I love the fact that you can stay home with your boys over the summer, because having a teacher background, I understand completely having to make up for not getting paid over the summer. So that's awesome. And it's short. Life is short. We have those little time frames with our kids, and all the time we can get, we want with them. So I'm so blessed to have you on our team, and you've just been such an awesome inspiration, and love the Fancy Sock Fitness. So everybody check out her #Fancy Sock Fitness when you have a chance to. And now we're going to have Elaine talk. Elaine is another one of my amazing coaches. She actually was my very first coach, my very first customer. Her and I have been friends for a while, and she's my success partner. She's just, I don't know what I would do without Elaine, actually. So, Elaine, I'm going to let you speak.
Oh, thanks, Cal. All right. Hi, guys. I'm Elaine. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. We are thrilled to have you on here. Just to give you a little information about myself, 3 years ago, I was actually an out-of-work teacher. And when I say out of work, I mean out of work, no prospects of a job. And we quickly found ourselves back to being a one-income home, which was pretty hard on us. Also, along with that, my husband was then back to carrying our health insurance with a high deductible. So we found ourselves in quite a tight position. So fast forward to last year, and I finally got a teaching job. I'm thrilled. I absolutely am so blessed. I love my job. I love the people I work with. And it is wonderful. And just as quickly as I found myself in a full-time job, I also found myself with all of those things that come with going back to work full-time. And I'm sure that many of you can relate to that. all of a sudden I was coordinating schedules, and I was coordinating childcare, transportation for my children because I do not live in the district that I teach in. So all of those things I was having to take care of. So that was definitely a shift in my daily routine, and with that came just me taking care of everything and everyone, and of course I wasn't taking care of myself. So basically, it was evident. I mean, it was evident in, the way I looked physically, the way I felt. I was exhausted. I had no energy at all to be with my girls, which just was heartbreaking to me. And I wasn't happy. I truly was, and it was manifesting itself in my relationships, especially with those whom I was closest with. So I knew I had to do something, and I reached out to Kelly because Kelly and I had taught together, and I absolutely trusted her, and I just knew that she wouldn't lead me astray. So with her support, I mean, I'm telling you, she really helped me out. I mean, her support was invaluable. I lost 30 pounds. I've kept that off over the course of the past year, and it was wonderful using the 21-day fix. So when she reached out to me about the coaching experience and that opportunity, I have to be honest. I mean, I was all in right away. I was like, oh yeah, definitely, we're doing this, because here I had had enormous success with Shakeology, and I absolutely loved it. I was always that person that never got my fruits and vegetables in, and though the fix helped me dial that in a lot, I still I knew I was lacking the nutrients I needed, and I loved that Shakeology, and I just knew that there's nothing even comparable on the market to Shakeology. I just think it's an amazing product. So I was like, yeah, sign me up. Where do I sign up? And so I kind of jumped into that, and then all of a sudden it was just crazy, because I just all of a sudden found myself just coaching full time, which was amazing. But I really didn't see that coming. I had posted a transformation picture on Facebook, and the amount of positive feedback that I got from that was just incredible. I mean, I just never expected to have that much positive feedback, and to have people reaching out to me and just saying my story was inspiring, and how was I doing this? You look so healthy. You look so happy. And so, I mean, they nailed it right there, because I was. And so, I mean, I really just kind of jumped right into it. And when I got into coaching, I thought, wow, this is just unbelievable. This is so much like teaching. It's just incredible. I am basically developing a curriculum for challengers to follow that's going to help them to be successful. It's going to help them to incorporate fitness into their daily routine, which is exactly what I had done. It's going to help them get on point with their nutrition. And so when I started doing that, and the personal messages that started coming into my inbox were just amazing. Life-changing. I mean, and it took me by surprise, and I don't know why it took me by surprise, because the whole program had been life-changing for me, so I don't know why it was so surprising for me to see it being so life-changing for others. And so that was just an incredibly rewarding feeling. And so here I am, I'm keeping myself on track. I'm making sure that everything is in check with myself, and I'm helping others, which is just as rewarding as, teaching a child and seeing a child just get a concept for the first time. It's just as rewarding. And it was just crazy, because then all of a sudden I'm like, wait a minute, I'm also making a paycheck on top of this. I mean, it's almost like the bonus right on top, because here I am, I'm doing something that I almost feel comes naturally to me, with a background in education, something that I enjoy doing, and something that I'm seeing the reward in other people's success, and now I'm getting a paycheck also. And so, I mean, for me, it has just been a win-win all around. And the things that coaching has provided for my family financially is just incredible. You know, just going back to things like Bethany said, I mean, not even, you know, I just love it because Thursday rolls around and it's like, wow, I get paid again. It's, you know, it's not even bi-weekly, it's weekly. I'm getting paid weekly every single Thursday. And it's just an income that I've come to really, really appreciate because I'm helping to pay the bills. I am helping to put money into savings. I'm helping to pay student loans that, yes, continue to accumulate despite being out of work as a teacher. You know, I'm starting to pay down credit card debt that also started to accumulate as I was out of work for those 2 years. And it has just been absolutely amazing. I'm able to contribute to, you know, my girls' extracurricular activities, like, hey, I got this one, you know, and I think the biggest thing is it has given my husband peace of mind and that feeling of financial security that when you haven't felt that and you feel like you've been on such a tight income for a number of years, and then to have that bonus income is just unbelievably life-changing. So thanks, guys, so much for joining us tonight. Please ask us any questions you have, and I'm so thankful I was able to share my story with you.
Awesome, Elaine, and I love hearing your story, and I love actually seeing all your updated pictures. Elaine has a knack with fashion, so I'm always like checking her out, being like, all right, what's going on? Because I need help in that area. But no, Elaine, her transformation is absolutely outstanding, and I'm glad, I'm honored that I got to be a part of that journey because it really is what drives me. And as if you are a teacher, you know that you're driven by the success of others, by seeing them grow and change. So again, Elaine, awesome. So we're going to get started into a couple things. The first thing we're going to talk about is who would make a good coach. On our team, we're looking for people a lot like myself and these amazing ladies that just spoke. They're fun. You know, we want to have fun. We want to do something that's a little outside of what you may be doing already as a career, or a little less stressful. So we want people who are just like that. Being a coach is so different than anything else I've ever done in the past. You know, in other jobs, you have your hours. You have to be there for those hours. In this position, you decide on the effort you will put in and make it completely your own. And I love that aspect of this. With Beachbody and with coaching, it's completely different. I actually want every coach on my team, believe it or not, to outrank me, to out-earn me. Why? Because that actually means I'm doing something right. I'm helping them live in their lives and making their dreams come true. So it's not a competitive nature. We cheer each other on. We're surrounded by people who are motivated and supportive, just like you. And so that's really what we're looking for. We're looking for people who are teachable. By being teachable, that means that you can be very, very successful with this. This job can be done by anyone as long as you're open to learning and open to putting yourself out there, which, trust me, I get it. That's hard. It was very difficult for me, but I was teachable. Some things can be uncomfortable at first. That's normal. This is uncomfortable sometimes to do too, webinars, but we've learned to live a little outside of our comfort zone, and we've been rewarded so much from it. So actually, before being a Beachbody coach, I was actually really, really shy. Growing up, I was really shy, but stepping out of my comfort zone has changed my life, really, literally. And I have so many new amazing people in my life because of this, people I would have never met and not even reached out to if it weren't for Beachbody. I'm reconnected with people from high school, from college, and from teaching positions from the past. It's really just an awesome experience. We're also looking for team players. So we have a really close-knit team, as you can see with us, a lot of goal-oriented coaches. So if you're dreaming bigger and know that you're meant to do something, then this is definitely something we're looking for. You do not need to be at your goal weight as a coach. This is something I just spoke to someone about today. We actually have a coach named Rachel on our big team, Pure Synergy, who literally purchased the 21-Day Fix workout and became a coach that exact day. And then by the time her workout even showed up on her door, she already had 8 people who wanted to join with her. So it was more like a, hey, let's all support each other. Let's do this together. And they went on the journey together. So you really do not need to be at your goal weight. You don't need to be a fitness and nutrition expert. Our job is truly to support people, not to tell them how to eat. That's not our job. But if you are a personal trainer, that's cool too. This can work hand in hand. We can definitely help you work this into your personal training, as we do have quite a few trainers on our team. But it doesn't mean you need to be. So most coaches, believe it or not, have no background in fitness and nutrition. It's just about wanting to help yourself and then in turn helping others. And finally, you do not need to be a salesman. Our job is not being a salesperson. Many think that this is about sales, and it's really not. If you think that you're going to be, doing that as a coach, and if you have sales background, it's not similar. It's actually quite different. The people that do the best are the people that really care and want to take care of themselves and help others with their goals of health and happiness. So what sets our team apart? So on our team, we do things a little bit differently than other teams. We have a closed Facebook group for all the coaches, and that's kind of like our meeting ground. It's where we can go and ask questions, get information on the trainings and websites to check out, and everything that we have coming up and new webinars. That's sort of like where we all connect. We also have a website that our elite coach, Julie Henderson, created for us that is outstanding, full of every kind of training you could ever imagine. And we also have an ebook that goes through a 21-day training, so you will not be going into this blind at all. There is everything right at your fingertips. And it's really fun to start to dive into this kind of stuff. We do weekly team calls. We do webinars like this. We do webinars on training. We even do live events locally and around the country. So it doesn't really matter where you live. We're going to be able to connect you to something, somehow, some way, in video or in live person. So it really is, you can do this job from anywhere. In fact, I went to Florida the other week, and it was sort of like a vacation, but I was working on, when everybody else was sleeping in the mornings, I'm an early person, and I was able to do my job and then still have my vacation too. So what are your options? There are a couple different options for you. We named them Level 1, Level 2, and Level 3. Really, unique names. Just because it's a little bit easier to just differentiate doing it that way. Basically, Level 1 is a loyalty member, we like to call it. So you sort of think of it as like a BJ's or Costco membership. It's where you purchase your membership, and then you end up getting the discount on the products that you're most likely already using, which ends up saving you in the long run. And then there is also the referral benefit called the U+3. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about that in a minute. But you can also become a part-time coach. So that's where you're doing this part-time, you're working from home, helping people, earning some extra income, maybe for the groceries, maybe for kids' sports or anything like that, maybe paying off debt, whatever you want to do with it. And then there are people like myself who decide to run this and make it their full-time business. We do have people that sway back and forth. We have a lot of loyalty coaches that end up just loving it and deciding to take it a little further and take baby steps. Totally cool. Whatever you do, decide. So for Level 1, these are basically the coaches that absolutely love the products. So you're using Shakeology, you're doing the workouts, and so you're going to sign up for the loyalty program like I mentioned. It's like a shopping program, and what this does is if you get the Shakeology and never have anybody purchase anything whatsoever, it's just your Shakeology discount. You end up actually saving about $100 over a six-month period. And then the great thing about that is that there are no requirements, no sales quota, nothing. You can sign up as a coach and just sit there with your own coach discount on your products and your programs. But you can also take it a step further if you'd like and do the U+3, which is kind of like, if you go to a restaurant and you're at your favorite restaurant, you have an amazing meal, and then you come home and you're like, telling all your friends, you have to go here, you have to try this, you have to try, this awesome meal when you go there. And so you should just share. You're sharing casually. Or, like if you found something at Ulta and you're telling everybody about that mascara or something that you found. So it's you plus 3. You're using Shakeology. You're loving it. You're just sharing it with your friends and telling them what you're doing. They're seeing changes in you. They're seeing your skin clear up. They're seeing what you're doing. They're seeing your hair and your nails grow and your energy, and they just see your vibe. They're seeing you're losing weight. And you share it with 3 friends, having them get the Shakeology through you, and then you earn enough to pay for yours. So you're probably already sitting there thinking, well, I already know people who are asking me what I'm doing. If you're already on the programs, you already know people who could benefit from this, like family and friends, and that's sort of how I started. And so it really is something that you might, want to look into. What a coach actually does. So we get that question a lot. And if you want to take it a little bit further, level 2 or level 3, you may be wondering what we do all day, or if we are working full time, how do you make this work? Because a lot of the times we get, well, I don't have time in my life to do this. So as coaches, we really focus on what we call the 3 vital behaviors. This is really connecting with people daily, building relationships, and being a product of the product. That's truly what we do. It's using your workouts and doing them and sharing about it. It's drinking your daily dose of dense nutrition, your Shakeology, and having people see you, see your results, see what you're doing, and sharing that with people. So another thing is, it's one of the biggest things that so many things in life we forget about is personal development. So basically, we just connect with people daily, and that can be through Facebook, it can be through Instagram, it can be through Pinterest, Twitter, in person, whatever works for you, whatever you're comfortable with. We do have training on our team to help you use these mediums to help build your business. And if you're thinking, oh, I can't do that, I don't know anybody, or I don't know those platforms, we have tons of training to build relationships. And so you're just getting out there and making new friends. We check in daily with our online challenge groups, which is honestly my favorite part. I love seeing the progress of my clients and helping people stay accountable to their workouts. So that means checking in with them, seeing how they're doing with the meal plans, how they're doing with the fitness. And then we plan out our posts for the next day, the next week, and what we want to share with others and how we want to help them. So that's sort of like teaching in a sense, it's planning things out. It's like a lesson plan in a sense. Sometimes we share recipes or different tips. You could be on a typical day watching some training videos or webinars or focusing on your personal development. And that's what I love about this company. It really stresses working on yourself. Not only physically, but mentally. That was something that was missing in my life before Beachbody. So that has been something that has truly helped me so much. We message our coaches and our customers to check in with them, of course, and then pay it forward by helping others do the same thing. Let's see, we're going to pop over. Okay, so a day in the life of a coach. These are 2 samples of fellow coaches and what they do. Totally different backgrounds, and they're both busy. We're all busy. We cram our days so much with everything: kids, work, hobbies, spouse, everything. So here is sort of what a typical day could possibly look like. We have Pam. Pam is a single mom. She works full-time. She is away from home, and so here is her daily schedule and exactly what she does every day, Monday through Friday. So you can see from 8 to 10 at night, she does all her Beachbody things, which are the things that were on that last list. Then she also has a ton of time to spend with her daughter. She gets her daughter and 2 other kids off the bus in the morning, and then she picks up her daughter after school. And then you can see that she's cooking, eating dinner with her family, and taking care of her daughter's activities. And she still has hours at night to relax before she goes to sleep. And she's able to still do this, building her coaching business at the same time, which is totally doable. And then we have Tori. Tori is a stay-at-home mom, and she does what's something called a power hour in the morning. So it's a dedicated hour, quality over quantity, in the morning while her baby's sleeping. And she gets her workout in. Unless something happens, she does that at night. She's still getting household chores done. She's still getting a good 3 hours of family time at night, and then checking in with her coaches and customers at the end of the night as well. And she says, in a quote, "Beachbody allows me to stay home with my baby girl and replace my teaching income." Another teacher. We do have a lot of teachers on our team. "Since others look at me for motivation, I have remained committed to my own health and wellness too, and have lost almost 60 pounds. So that's so awesome. She's amazing. So like you can imagine, it's all about the quality of time, not the quantity of time. And it's really about your focus time and where you spend it. So you can see Pam says, "I make enough money to pay for my daughter's after-school program and summer camp." I mean, how amazing is that she has kids in sports and school programs, and we know how expensive that is, and she's able to actually allow her daughter to do those extra things. How do we earn money? Of course, that is another question we get, of course, right? Third question on our webinar. So if you look above the dotted line, the second you become a coach, you're eligible to receive all of those benefits. The second you become a coach, you receive 25% off of your own purchases, and you also earn a 25% commission when anyone purchases anything from you. And you earn a set rate for a challenge pack purchase. So when somebody purchases challenge pack from you, which a challenge pack is a workout in a Shakeology bundle package, and depending on that challenge pack they purchased, you earn between $40 and $105. And there's also the club membership, where customers can sign up for the club membership, which gets you all access to Beachbody On Demand, which is the newest and latest thing to come out, which is going to be, it's just going to skyrocket. As you know, people want to have things at their fingertips at all times. So if you haven't checked that out and you want to check it out, reach out to your coach. And it's all streaming. Right now, I think there's like 10 full workouts. You have nutrition plans, a couple teaser workouts. There's one from the 21-Day Fix, T25, PiYo. There's an extreme teaser workout. So when people sign up for that club membership, you get the 40% off of their club membership, and then they can also get 10% off of their purchases. And so you're earning 15% commission on everything that they purchase on top of that. The ones below the dotted line are as you start to grow your business. So I'm just going to tell you right now, this is probably not going to make that much sense to you until you're actually there and you start building your business and earning these. So just bear with me here. But at least I want to put it out there so you know the possibilities. So once you start building your business, you start to earn what's called a team cycle bonus. The cycle bonuses go between $14 and $18 per cycle. And you can earn between $250 and $12,000 per week. And I'm not kidding you when I say that. There are coaches that I know that are doing this, and it's unreal and inspirational. You can also start to earn a matching bonus of 5 to 10%, and that is from coaches that you bring on. So every time they cycle, you earn 5 to 10% off of their cycles. There's quarterly bonuses, diamond bonuses, which are extremely large, and then as an elite coach, which you'll learn, you also earn a $500 monthly bonus, which is awesome as well. So extra perks and trips. This is actually my favorite part because one of the things that we love to do is travel. So on top of all of what I've just said, there's a bunch of really cool stuff that Beachbody does. It's always rewarding you with different books, sweatshirts, clothes, t-shirts, books, cameras. Some people, they've said that they've even had Nike shoes and blenders. And they also go to trips. So a couple of years ago, before I was even a coach, they had a trip to Disney with Beachbody, and they were given park passes, which is totally awesome. And last year there was a cruise, actually 2 years ago, there was a cruise which was completely paid for. And then in April, I just got back from a few weeks ago, I got back from a trip to Cancun. And I actually got to take Jeff, my husband, and actually treat him to the trip. I got it all paid for, earned it completely. And when we got there, everything was top of the line. The CEO, which I happen to have a little special heart for, Carl Deichler, he does not skimp on anything. Food, drinks, workouts, meeting the like-minded people and coaches. It was just honestly, truly, it was truly life-changing. And all of this, honestly, for helping people, just for coaching them and sharing what's worked for me and creating this ripple effect. Just so you guys know, next year is a cruise. I actually almost have mine paid for, which is super awesome. It's very doable. And no matter when you do enroll, it is doable for everybody to earn that trip. There's also really cool events, something called Summit, which is the #1 thing to get to if you are a coach. The last 3 years it was in Las Vegas, and this year it's going to be in Nashville, which I'm super excited about because I'm a country girl. And you can earn a free ticket by getting Success Starters, which is pretty much getting Success Club for 3 months. And we would get into that, of course, with you. So you just pretty much have to help 3 people each month as a brand new coach, and then you have your ticket paid for. We also have our Big Team Pure Synergy Diamond Retreat that our team hosts. So you can look at the bottom right-hand corner, and that's a picture of us at the beach house that was rented out by our elite coach, Julie, and her husband. So fun. 9 Diamond coaches were there. And right now, actually, the planning is going on for next year's Diamond trip. So we don't know where it's going to be, but it's going to be awesome. It's going to be inspirational, and you could be there. My coaches even got to go on a retreat to Florida, Julie and Tatiana in that picture. They were even able to go to a leadership retreat and meet Autumn Calabrese herself from the 21 Day Fix. So lots of opportunity. There's even a top 10 trip to Bora Bora this year. It really is quite crazy. So this is something I share not to brag, but to show you that this is real. This can really happen. And it's all about consistency and just doing what you're passionate about. So you can see here, the first month I was coaching, I didn't actually sign on. I just wanted the discount, so I didn't do anything. So you can see I didn't earn anything. I really didn't know the potential. I didn't have the confidence. I was worried what people were going to think of me. I was really just at that beginning phase. And then, you know, I did the training. I did what my coach told me to do, even though I was a little nervous about doing it, and it's been paying off, and I've just completely had the most amazing opportunities in the last year. And right here you can see 6 months after coaching, I was making $1,841, and that was just 6 months in. That was in a month. And now, a little over a year coaching, you can see what I'm making. So this is real. You can make money at this. It's not a get-rich-quick. It is you put your effort in, you help. It is directly related to how many people you help and inspire. And I did want to just share with you, me being in a year, this is my coach. She's been in, I think, 3, 4, maybe 5 months more than me. And just in that simple jump of a 12-month like myself to 16 months, you can see the difference in what you can possibly be making when you start to really progress in the company. And then on top of that, this is our coach above her, Julie. You can see almost after 3 years in the business, this is per month, guys, what she's making. So it really is truly amazing to see this. To me, I'm still like, wow. But I understand it because I know her passion and her effort she does put in. So I just wanted to share that with you. Whoop. So let's see. Oh, I'm sorry. What's going on? We're going backwards. Sorry. Okay, so what are our coaches saying? I wanted to just share a little bit. I'm going to let you sort of read this. I know we're running out of time. We're going a little bit over, so thanks for hanging tight on this. What are other coaches saying about this? I'll just pick out two here. We have Jessica. She says, prior to Beachbody, I felt like I was middle-aged and frumpy. Being a coach has helped me feel young and vibrant again while giving me the confidence to really be my own health advocate with Hashimoto's and breast cancer. I have truly changed my life, and I really want to give a shout out to Jessica because she just went through her surgery yesterday and is just so inspirational. She is sharing and inspiring so many women who are going through similar battles to inspire them to get healthy and, you know, just take their health into their own hands to really make a difference. And if I read T at the bottom, I made enough to cover Shakeology for me and my hubby and buy new top-of-the-line skates for her extra hobby that she does, her new roller derby career. And so she's able to earn that extra money to help with that extra stuff. So super cool. Why does this keep going back to this? Okay, so how much does it cost? That's what we're wondering, right? So the last question we get asked the most is, how much does it cost? Like any other business, there is an investment, but this investment, honestly, you guys, is so small, and it's also an investment in your health. So honestly, I look back at all I've accomplished in this year, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I did it for $160 to start. Like, to me, that blows my mind. So if you have friends or family who have a business, you may know how much goes into that, or that they really even make a profit after 5 years or more. Also, if you know anyone who is any sort of home-based business, you may know that they have to put in forth hundreds of dollars to pay for a ton of product that they are sitting on at their house. And they have to go and do home parties. They have to lug around the stuff. I was there. I did that. I know it. I lived it. And then they have to leave their families for hours to do it. Beachbody, you don't have to do that. It's not like that. There is a monthly fee of $15.95 as a coach. It gives you your website, so that way if people want to purchase from you, you can give them that website. It also includes your warehouse full of employees, so that way you don't have to have a basement full of boxes and you don't have to ship anyone anything. You literally give people your link, they order, it ships to them, you never have to touch it, it's out of your hands. So a $15.95 monthly fee for all of this is totally worth it, plus the training that is also part of this, and the customer service 24 hours is all included in that. There are two ways to sign up. One way is the Showcase Challenge Pack, and another way is just a simple challenge pack. It really depends on how much you want to jump in and run with this. Either way, you're going to get your $39.95 business fee waived, which is waived with the challenge pack. So the basic one is your fitness program of your choice, your Shakeology, 30 days of the club membership, which gives you your Beachbody On Demand. So the Beachbody On Demand alone is worth like $1,500 worth of programs. Depending on what challenge pack you purchase, it's between $140 and $205. Right now, the 21-Day Fix, my favorite program, the one that's near and dearest to my heart, is the most popular Beachbody one. If you have not done it, it's absolutely amazing. You need to get on it like ASAP. It's awesome. That's $160 for that challenge pack, and you get everything that I just talked about: the workout plan, the meal plan, color-coded containers, your Shakeology, your startup fee, access to the coaches groups and the new coach training that will be starting soon. Everything you need to get successful. And like I said, that's what I did. That's how I started. And to see where I've gone from that is really I'm proud of. So if you really want to run with this and you want to take it even a step further, the Showcase Challenge Pack is definitely the way to go. They did not have this when I enrolled. I wish they did, because I ended up buying. These are my favorite programs in this challenge pack anyways. So you're getting 3 programs. You're getting the 21-Day Fix, PiYo, and Insanity Max 30. All amazing, all completely different. Don't let Insanity Max, the name, scare you. I did it with a hurt ankle, and I modified the whole thing, and it is truly an amazing program. You get your Shakeology sampler with that one, which has every flavor in there, and you get a bunch of other things to help you build your business. And so you're really saving about $150 with that one, so it's only $295 for all of that. Another thing I love about this company is if you are military or active duty or a veteran, you don't have to pay the $15.95 monthly fee. That's Beachbody's way of saying thank you for your services. We do have a lot of military families on our team, one being Candace, and Candace says, I've been able to pay off $10K in debt over the last 3 months using my income coaching alongside my husband's military income. It helps a lot that my job can move anytime he does, and so that has been able to give me freedom. Before, she hasn't been able to find work very easily because she was moving around so much because of being a military spouse and being military herself, and so now she's really been able to find something that she can do on her own anywhere, and now that she's home with the kids, it's just more doable. So how do you make this official? There are 3 steps. 1, you decide you're ready to make a change, and you tell yourself that you are worth it, because you are. You tell yourself you're ready to dream big and go for your goals. 2, you choose your challenge pack, you choose your workout. And 3, you contact the coach who invited you to this webinar, and they will definitely be able to walk you through everything. They will be able to help you pick out your workouts, one that best suits your needs. And if you're a teacher, you know how that goes with differentiation. That's what we like to do here too. They will be able to help you get signed up with them, so that way you are on the team with us, and that's really it. Then you're just ready to go and just, like I like to say, get your healthy revenge. Every single coach you talk to is going to tell you that coaching has absolutely changed their life. And if you have followed Bethany, if you've followed Elaine or myself, or the coach that you invited you, and you see their journey on Facebook, you understand. I really, truly, truly mean this from the bottom of my heart. I wish everybody could feel this way, guys. It really is just the most rewarding thing ever. So I just want to end by saying I don't know why you came on tonight, but I'm thankful you did. And you know, maybe you want more. Maybe you know you want better health, or you know you want to be helping people get to their goals. Just imagine what could be possible. Imagine being able to stay home with your family, your kids. Imagine the freedom of working on your terms, working from wherever you want to work, paying off that debt, getting your kids those extra things that you always wanted to do, going on extra date nights, you know, being able to pay for a sitter, paying for dinner, treating your husband to a vacation. Imagine a job that you actually do feel appreciated for, and it can come true. I feel that way. It's sometimes I'm like, I can't believe this is real. Another thing too is like the feeling of not depending on anybody else for money. And when it comes to your health, imagine not having to diet anymore, and actually living a life with a lifestyle instead of a diet that you're going to end up quitting down the line. So if that's anything that you want, or something that interests you, please reach out to your coach, like I said. And I truly do thank everybody for staying on and joining us for this webinar. It's time for questions. If you do have any, please feel free to pop them in the chat box, and we can answer those. I see Alex. All right. I don't think we have any questions. Ladies, did you want to add anything?
No, I don't think so. I think you covered it, Cal. You know, just so people know that you can do this part-time, you can do it full-time, you can do it anytime, any way that it fits your schedule. And, you know, most of the time I'm just putting 2 hours in at the end of the evening, you know, after my girls are in bed, and it works really well that way. So
yeah, and like I said, these 2 women are teaching full-time and making it happen. It really is all about what you are willing to put in, and that will show in the efforts and what comes out of it. So again, thanks everybody for coming tonight. I hope we gave you a little bit of insight on what we do, and maybe, you never know, we'll see you in our team group tomorrow or soon. So thanks again, guys.
bye, everybody.
Bye.